This week on Rush Outdoors, we're heading across the Atlantic to hunt the wilds of South Africa. We'll explore some interesting tidbits with Tori's Topics. And of course, member footage with Rush Uncut.
Awesome New York walk.
Look at this blood trail.
Got a really nice buck. Crazy, man. Down. Got a buck. He's a really good buck.
Oh my God.
Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Runnings, your home farm and outdoor store. Closed captioning is brought to you by the Wayne County, New York Department of Tourism. For more information, go to waynecountytourism.com.
Hi everybody, welcome to Rush Outdoors. I'm Realtree Pro Staffer Tim Andrus. This afternoon we're here at Running's Great New York Sportsman's Expo, probably one of the fastest growing shows in the Northeast. The reason I like these expos is you can talk face to face with a hunting outfitter, a charter boat captain, or go see the dock dogs with a family. Okay, I'm here with Hercules or Hercules Safaris. Tell us about your outfit.
Our operation is in the northern part of the Limpopo Valley, South Africa. Very famous for the plains game in the world record books that you'll find. We try to keep our outfit as exclusive as possible with the week that you book and to have you and your family in there for a family vacation. At the same time, we do dangerous game hunting, plains game hunting, rifle, bow, and everything else. So we're very excited to be here again this year.
Matter of fact, Pro Staffer Norm Whiteman was out here with Hercules this past year. How would the hunt go?
Oh, the hunt was great with Norm and the boys there. They came in, we hunted a great area that I have right there by the lodge. It's 6,500 acres of private land, and then adjacent to us there, we hunt another 90,000 acres.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot of land.
While we're here catching up, let's check out Norm's hunt.
So it all started at the New York Sportsman's Expo when Hercules and I ambushed Corey and said, it's time we go back to Africa.
We've been talking about an opportunity where we get a handful of us to go over and shoot some stuff for Rush Outdoors and shoot some stuff for the Sportsman's Expo. And last year it came to be. We've been trying to do it for like 5 years, and last year we all met in the elevator and decided that 2019 was going to be the year. It worked out pretty well. We were able to get 4 or 5 people together and put the team together.
We added Kim Allen, Rex Allen, Andy Barber, and Daryl Aubertine, and my son. So we really you couldn't ask for a better group of guys to travel with and spend, a week or more. Daryl, Breyer, and myself got there first. Kirk just said, let's just take a quick ride around the concession. I'll show you it's a new concession. So we all jumped in the truck and off we went. And we didn't go maybe 15 minutes into the trip, and Hercules stopped the truck and looked in his rearview mirror to the back of the truck at me and said, that's a huge mammoth kudu.
Wow.
That's how
What
you
a
do it.
shot.
That's our best chance, man. That's our best chance.
It was terrific. What a thrill.
Daryl just piled this monster kudu. It went straight to the ground. And of course, everybody is just, their head spinning because, like I said, we just got there.
He is gorgeous.
Lord Almighty.
You did fantastic, my friend. Congrats.
And even Hercules was amazed. That was a kudu that he had never seen. And Daryl's shot was very impressive.
Runnings, incredible selection at competitive prices. Check us out.
Reel in the sights and sounds of Niagara Falls, USA, an outdoor playground for those of all ages. Discover the majestic Niagara Falls and immerse yourself in history, arts, culture, and adventure. From high-speed jet boats racing through Class 5 rapids, scenic hikes in the Niagara Gorge, or world-class sport fishing in the Niagara River and Lake Ontario, explore more at NiagaraFallsUSA.com or call 1-877-FALLS-US.
Clayton Distillery uses farm-based, locally grown raw materials to create vodkas, gins, whiskeys, hand sanitizers, and much more. Crafted in small batches, their products are sold in numerous locations across upstate New York. Clayton Distillery, homegrown, handcrafted, and online at ClaytonDistillery.com.
What happens when revolutionary brands come together? Now infused with Elimishield, Hunter Safety System introduces the first ever scent control harness. Traditional sprays treat surface odors. Elimishield treats the source. Through heat fusion, Elimishield is bonded to every single fiber, destroying odor for the life of your harness. Only Hunter Safety System keeps you safe and kills human odor while you kill, well, you get the picture. See Odor Die at seeodordie.com.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Maverick Blinds, Umarex Air Guns, Orleans County, the New York Sportsman's Expo, PSC Archery, CVA, ScentLock, Niagara Falls, USA, Nocturnal Lighted Knox, Block Targets, IQ Bow Sights, True Fire Releases, North Country Troopers Assisting Troops, Steel, Voss Signs, and these fine sponsors.
Hercules rolled into Prime Cuts Barbershop in Weedsport that my son owns. It was just fun to watch Hercules and Briar reminisce about the hunt.
Daryl and the boys from Sackett's Harbor had a gift for you, and how was that?
They wanted to gift me an animal of my choice. So then the very next day, we load up and we go on a wildebeest hunt.
It is something special to be a part of a brotherhood like that.
Yeah.
You guys take care of each other and share life experiences. Well, those wildebeest, they surprised us. We were going down a road and they popped into the road in front of us.
It looked like a good shot. What a shot. There we are. We just found he was just standing right there. This is a big, big bull. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Hard boss. He's beginning to get gray.
Beautiful bull, beautiful shot. What a great hunt.
Hit him good. Got him real good. It was a really good shot.
To watch that, you know, the whole process, you know, right from pulling the trigger to tracking to recovering and the celebration was just, I'll go to my grave with that one. And I just can't thank Corey, Kim, Andy, Rex, Hercules, and Daryl for you know, providing that animal to Briar, because that was an over-the-top experience for that kid that he'll never forget.
I mean, we were always the last ones out. So I'll say at the crack of dawn, I get up, drink a cup of coffee, and I knew that today was the day that we were going to go hunt impala and kudu, my dad and I. So we're sitting there from the morning to just about noon. We've seen a little bit of movement, but then a whole group of impalas come out. And the last one is a nice looking impala. I put the crosshair on him and I could barely keep that thing still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to keep controlling my breathing over and over again.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
man.
Thank you, Chris.
Very nice.
The Impala was really special to me because I was with my dad. And also, his kudu was special because he's always wanted to hunt for kudu.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, that was a very special day for me.
This is a very nice ram. Shot at about 50 yards. Around there. Beautiful. Oh. Well done once again.
I couldn't be happier, Chris.
Well done, man.
I'm very proud of you, son.
Thank you.
Briar had a beautiful wildebeest and a beautiful impala taken this week, of which the impala for me was the one that stuck out.
Tori's Topics is brought to you by Vortex Optics.
Hi everyone, Victoria Furchaw here. It's time for Tori's Topics, brought to you by Vortex Optics. And this week we're going to head over with John and get some tips on food plots.
All right guys, we're in one of my food plots here on my property, and a thing that I do every year is test the pH of the soil. Neutral soil pH is around 7, and depending on the plant you're going to try to plant, you have to check and see what the pH level according to the plant is. All right, in the spring another thing I do is I fertilize my soil. You want to check and see what it calls for the type of plant you're using to adjust accordingly how many pounds per acre of fertilizer you're going to use. Those are pretty much the two basic things that I like to do to check on my soil content for the pH before I plant. And if you do it right, you should have some lush plots like this.
Thanks for the tip, John. And don't forget, you guys can check out your local running store for all your food plot needs. Well, that's it for this week's Tori's Topics, brought to you by Vortex Optics. I'll check you next week.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by the Black Lake Chamber of Commerce, Dry Shod Boots, Muzzy Broadheads, Glendale 3D Targets, Millennium Tree Stands, Carbon Express Arrows, QAD Arrow Rests, Hunter Safety Systems, Clayton Distillery, Covert Scouting Cameras, The Resort at Snug Harbor, Briars Riverside Market, and these fine sponsors.
What's one of the most popular animals we have?
Most popular animals would be kudu, definitely. For where we are, we hunt greater kudu. So it's a species that we would like to take pride in taking kudus from 50 to 62 inches of horn, and that's what we're after. We're always after the biggest rack on kudu where we are.
We were seeing kudu bulls from the first 40 minutes we were there, and I was the only one using archery tackle, so naturally I knew I was going to have my work cut out for me. So Daryl, on one of his hunts, spotted a nice kudu bull, and he took a picture with his phone and he texted it to me and he said, "You need to be in this blind." So the following day, I went to that blind with my son and Chris, the PH. So here we are at Hercules Safaris, the greatest place on earth if you ask me. I've been going after these kudu with the bow all week, and it's been tough to say the least. And so we went after Hercules, spotted this big boy with Chris the other day and Daryl, and put us in this blind for him. Make a long story short, an 8-hour sit, and he finally came in. There was 3 or 4 cows in there with him, and he finally came in. We had a tad bit of a mishap. My bottom limb, I think you'll hear it, obviously hit the metal rung of the ladder in the blind, but I was lucky and still hit him good, and here he is. This is why we hunt Hercules Safaris.
Well, Normie, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you so much.
It's been a few years.
It's been a few.
It's been a few years.
Too many.
But I'm glad you made it again this year down. Kudu on the list this time round. This Limpopo area where we are produce magnificent kudu, as you could see here.
I can see it.
And it's been a tough one. It's been a little warmer late season, a little tougher than what we expected it to be, but it's been paying off. We've been putting in the hours, and thank you. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Rush Outdoors, for being with us and showing us the best time that you always can, and showing us all the secret areas and all the greatest things that you bring to us. Thank you very much to that.
Well, thank you. I mean, we've only been here for 3 or 4 days, and there's too many hunts, successful hunts, to even list. But you know, everybody's going to see them because we got 90% of them on video. So,
awesomeness.
Yeah, Hercules Safaris. That's where I'm going.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Rush Outdoors.
You guys got both that Impala and the kudu in the same day.
Same blind.
Same blind, same day. Yeah.
One at noon.
That is phenomenal.
The African hunting experience alone is something that I'll never forget, but Hercules made that trip something that I will always remember as well.
Norm, Hercules, great hunt, great job. What can I say? Africa looks awesome.
Hey folks, Brandon Thomas from Rush Outdoors. And when I want to know what's going on in the outdoors in New York State, I turn to the New York Outdoor News.
Okay, now it's time for this week's Covert Corner, brought by Covert Scouting Cameras. This week we feature pics in by Hercules Safaris, a great looking kudu. Let's check it out. That's why not only here in the United States, anywhere in the country, we rely on Covert Scouting Cameras.
Covert Scouting Cameras have been around for a long time. We've got your scouting needs covered. You want pictures sent to your phone? We got you. You want an easy-to-use app with rates that won't make you cry? We got you. You want 1080p video with audio? Yeah, we got you. You want a camera that won't break the bank? We got that too. In the end, Covert's got you covered.
Nestled in the picturesque Loskop Valley of South Africa, Hercules Safaris offers once-in-a-lifetime trips for individuals, families, or groups. Enjoy 5-star accommodations with air-conditioned private rooms, indoor and outdoor fireplace, hot tub, and pool. World-class chefs will provide 3 meals per day that will offer a taste of local cuisine along with animals taken from the field. Experience the hunt of a lifetime that can include Plains game or the Dangerous 7.
Come have the absolute hunt of your life.
Nestled in the heart of St. Lawrence County, Black Lake is one of New York's most pristine family vacation destinations. This one-of-a-kind body of water offers fishing for the entire family. And when you get off the water, there are numerous shops and museums, along with a local winery featuring live music throughout the summer. The world-renowned St. Lawrence River is only 20 miles away, offering boat tours of the Thousand Islands and its many historic castles and lighthouses. For more information on campgrounds, cottages, and entertainment, you can look online at blacklakeny.com.
Runnings, incredible selection at competitive prices. Check us out.
Here we go.
Finally.
Just harvested my first black bear.
He's down.
This is what hunting is to us.
He is great.
Good buck.
You saw it here on Rush Outdoors.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Rush Uncut. We're here at Running's Great New York Sportsman's Expo in Syracuse, New York. John, why don't you tell them what Rush Uncut's all about?
Well, Rush Uncut is the portion of the show where viewers that are members can send in their footage and get it aired on television.
Let's get to our first hunt.
All right, up first we have Uncut member Gordon Wood.
Hey, yeah, we're here in New York, public land, taking down a whitetail.
It's the second weekend here in New York regular season. And I'm out here where I shot my doe the opening evening. Sitting here with my CVA muzzleloader, Vortex optic scope. Wicked combination. Dumped that doe right in her tracks that night. That was awesome. So I am buck only here in this management unit tonight. So next time you see me here, it's because I'm shooting at a buck. CVA again, baby. It's a little buck. He's not the biggest buck down, but holy cow, yes. Nice New York buck down here. He's a young deer, but I've got a young man at home that's itching to get out in the deer woods himself and do a little hunting, so I figured I wouldn't be too selfish and I would get my deer out of the way so I can let my son hunt. So 50 cal CVA put him down right in his tracks again. Proven gun, these things are amazing. I can't believe it. Vortex optics, nice clean view at this deer when I shot. Scent Lock Products, I can't thank you enough for keeping me scent free and keeping me invisible to these guys so I can have the option to hunt these guys. So really cool day in the woods again. Get a tag on him, we'll get him gutted out, and we'll get him loaded in the back of the truck and get him to the processors. Thank you guys.
Hey Gordon, that was a heck of a hunt and even better buck, man. Congratulations.
Thanks. CVA put the hammer down on him.
Up next we have Rush Uncut member John Anderson Jr. with a spring turkey hunt. Why don't you tell us a little about it, John?
This is my 2019 opening day of Pennsylvania turkey season. Nice long beard, had about a 9 1/4 inch beard. It's April 12th, it's a little breezy out today, but we're gonna let a couple shots out with the long beard XRs going through the Carlson choke tube. Got about a week left before youth season kicks off, and then we're heading to Pennsylvania for their opener. And then the following weekend we'll be back here in New York, ready to lay down some longbeards. Well, I guess you really can't complain about a shot like that. I think I'm all set. Should be good to go.
Just had 3 longbeards come in. Probably about 35 yards. Laid the hammer down, baby. Yeah.
27th, opening day of PA turkey season. Had a lot of action first thing this morning. A lot of different birds gobbling off the roost. Had a nice longbeard on Jake come in this morning, but we couldn't get a shot. And then had another Jake come in. He hung up around 60 yards, and all of a sudden I look up and 3 longbeards coming across the field. I was hoping to get a little bit better footage, but they didn't look like they were really gonna hang around too long, so I decided to take one, and I couldn't be happier. You only get 2 days to hunt here in Pennsylvania, so you got to make the best of it. But
Hey John, nice footage. Looks like that Carlson choke tube really did its job.
yeah, it was about a 50-yard shot with high winds. It really did the job.
All right, Gordon, my favorite part of the show, picture of the week. Who do we have?
This week we have Rush Uncut member Don Rodman with a beautiful New York buck.
Hey Gordon, why don't you tell everybody how easy it is to become a member?
It's really easy. Go to RushOutdoors.com and sign up there.
All right guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode, and don't forget to rush outdoors with a camera.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Fire Tower Doubles, Dovey Motors, Upstream Construction, Dryden Lawn and Recreation, Iron Skillet Seasonings, Four Seasons Archery, Woody's Maple Syrup, Prime Cuts Barbershop, The Rope Guys, O'Brien's Restaurant and Bar, JP Builders, IBEW 43, and IBEW 1249.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week here at Running's Great New York Sportsman's Expo. What I like about this, you can do your shopping. There's something for the family here. We have people come up to our booth every year, a first picture of a first buck. They're big fish. We love seeing that stuff. So do yourself a favor, come on down, enjoy yourself. It's an outdoor tradition here. From everyone at Rush Outdoors, I'm your host, Tim Andrews, and I'll see you here at the Expo.
For live updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
All right, up first we have. What the? Up first, ready to go?
Ready?
Are you ready?
All right, up first.
Killed him in.
Who we have?
This week we have Dennis Rodman.
No, Don Rodman.
Don Rodman.
When did we get Dennis?
I don't know.